Hello and good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for the webinar for handy tools for sources and recruiters. I hope you all are able to hear my voice. So this is a webinar, so all of you will be on mute by default and I can speak. If you have any questions, you can always put in the chat box in the Q&A section there and ask me question. If you have some time, we'll solve your queries as well. So let's get started with today's webinar, which is on handy tools for sourcing and recruitment. So as you see on your screen, you can see some tools which are mentioned already, like Sidekick, YesWhere, Buffer, Email Extractor, and OneTab. So we are going to talk about these five tools and how they can be useful in sourcing or recruitment. Okay. So these tools may be used for various purposes like sales and marketing and other purpose or data mining as well. But we thought that these tools will be very good for recruitment purpose or sourcing purpose. So that's why we want to put this in a webinar for you guys. Okay. So today we are going to talk about all these five tools. About me, my name is Chinmay. I work as a lead trainer for SourcePro. So, well, SourcePro is an institute wherein we train sources and recruiters for different sourcing techniques and social media and passive search, internet search, headhunting, and all these things. So the first tool is Sidekick by Hotspot, and that is an email tool. Second is YesWhere, that is also an email tool. Third one is Buffer Apps, which is a social media management tool. Uh, then we have Email Extractor, OneTab, which are Mozilla and Chrome add-ons, plugins. Okay, let's see one by one how each tool works. So Sidekick, which is by HubSpot. The usage is it's a free tool for email tracking. We'll see how we can track emails through this. This tool is available to be used on Outlook, Gmail, and Apple Mail. And what you can track through this tool is that when you send an email to someone, normally we have this feature on Outlook called as read receipt. But if you send it to some other email, sometimes we don't get that read receipt. Okay, but while using Sidekick, you can see when an email was opened, and if you send some kind of URL or a link through the email, you can also see when the URL was clicked in an particular email. Okay, and this is also available on Gmail. So it will work on Outlook and Gmail. You need to install a set of file for Outlook. For Gmail, it will directly get installed on your Gmail account, and then all the interface where you can see all the notifications and all this data, who is clicking on the email, will be through a Google Chrome application. Okay. So for Sidekick, we have some screenshots. For the next tool, we'll do it live. So for Sidekick, you can see once you install Sidekick on your Outlook, on the right hand side, you can see there is an option which gets highlighted which says configure Sidekick, and then there is a check mark box which says track emails. So you have to keep that on always. And then notifications, if you click on notifications, it will take you to a page, a Google Chrome application, and there you can track all the activity. Okay, so as soon as you click on notifications, you'll get to a page on Chrome which appears like this, what you can see on your screen. And on the right hand side, you can see that the email, particularly on the right hand side, this is my Outlook email address. Okay, so whatever emails I'm sending through Outlook and what all activity is being done is being displayed here. Okay, so you can see that someone has opened a particular email, then you can see somebody has clicked on a particular URL which was in an email, and then you can see if somebody has again opened your email. Okay, so sometimes you would see notification like someone has opened. Okay, so this software or this particular tool sometimes need to work by itself to identify who that person is. Okay, so even if you see this notification as someone has opened something, after some usage you would see that the names start appearing and the someone will eventually go off. Okay, If you're sending emails through Gmail, Gmail has a more ratio of getting details, so you'll see good amount of information while using through Gmail. So even if you use Outlook or Gmail, this is the page where you'll have to come and see the activity where all is happening. So you can see on the top, you can see all opened, which emails have been opened, which URLs have been clicked. So for recruitment or for sourcing purpose, when you're sending emails to candidate, you can see their and you can gauge their level of interest on depending how if they're opening the email couple of times, if you're clicking on the URL which you have sent by this. Okay. Second tool is YesWhere. It is similar to Sidekick, but it has got some advanced features in it. Okay, so it's also a free tool for email tracking. Of course, if you pay, then you have some couple of more advanced features in it. So the platforms are Outlook and Gmail. And what you can track is when an email was opened, that we can also do by Sidekick, and you can also see the time. Okay, and you can also see the location. Okay, but there is one catch here. If your internet line is being routed through some another router, you would see some another different you can see a different location altogether. Okay, so be careful with that. So you can see when an email was opened and when you can see when a URL has been clicked. You can also see if the email has been forwarded to others. The tracking and notification of this tool is through can be done through Mozilla, Google Chrome application, or Outlook interface. Okay, so for Sidekick you needed to go to Chrome to see all the activity, but for YesWhere you will see all the activity for Outlook in Outlook itself, for Gmail in Gmail itself. We'll see how. Okay, the added features are email templates, reminders, and emails can be synced with your CRM or Salesforce, or and also tracking of reports is very perfectly done here. Okay, so let's show you a live example for YesWhere. So here I have installed YesWhere on my Outlook already. On the left hand side you can see there is an option for YesWhere which says YesWhere Enterprise Trial. Okay, and you see options like my account, reports, preferences, connect Salesforce and all. Okay, so whenever I go to new email, I have to make sure that the track check mark is always there. It helps you to track the email, who has opened, when they have opened, and where they have opened. And then you can see I can select templates here. Okay, so I have created a template already, so which says prospecting, and I have the first template named as passive candidate. So this is a template created by me, which I normally use for passive candidates. So you can have multiple templates sending to active candidate or a candidate, a passive candidate. Then there is a template for a senior level guys, so it depends on your choice. Okay, so I'm selecting the first template. So as soon as I select the first template, the email is already here, and you see there is an option for me to put in the first name here, and now I can type in the first name here. Okay, the subject line by default gets in there, which I have created while making that template, and then I can send I can click on send. Okay, so where do you get all the notifications is on the right hand side. So you see there is a section where you can see YesWhere events. So you can see the person has opened a particular email, what time they have opened. If they have reopened an email, you can also track if the person has reopened that particular email. Okay, so this tracking, you can see you can also see the location here. It says Cambridge, it says California. Now this person is particular my office colleague, but the probably the internet line is routed through a different channel. The top one shows accurately, which is Pune, India. So you can see the all the events happening in your Outlook itself. For Gmail, now after you install YesWhere on Gmail, you would see this green logo on just top of Gmail, and you can also see that there is a new button for mail merge, and they will see some changes in your Gmail account. Okay, so we'll see how the notifications work here. So as soon as I click on compose, now here I can start writing an email, or I can use an existing template which I have saved already, and make sure the track check mark is here. You can set a reminder. Okay, we'll come to it. First let's apply a template. So let's do the same template and insert. Okay, now as soon as I insert a template on Gmail, I can simply click on the red curly brackets, and it will directly get selected, and I can type in that person's name. I don't need to erase that, Anna. And the subject line is already here. Okay, I can type in the email address here. Okay. So if I have to set a reminder of this particular email, now I've got a couple of openings which I'm working on, and I might forget on of this particular email which I'm writing. Okay, so I can set a reminder. So let's set a reminder for tomorrow, and let's say just say morning 10 a.m. and why what you when to remind me. Okay, so if I don't receive a reply, please remind me if I don't receive a reply on this particular email. And also, no matter what, even if there is a reply, still remind me. So there are two options to get, and I can set this reminder. So if you have YesWhere configured with your CRM, you can check mark your CRM here. If you want to send this email at a particular set time, then you can also schedule an email, which is here. So click on the later button and select when you want to send this email. So you want this email to go on Saturday and morning, say 9 a.m. I'll set it. I'll do confirm. So this message is already being scheduled. Okay, so you can have multiple templates. You can set a particular vacancy to be scheduled on a email for a particular vacancy to be scheduled on a particular time, where you get a maximum number of responses. So as we know that if we send emails or post certain things in a particular time frame, we are about to get more responses. So you can use this feature to send emails. Okay, so let's see where the notification or the tracking is done. On the left hand side top, you can see there is a section called as events. So as soon as you click on event, there is a drop down, and you can see where all the emails which you have sent, whether they have been opened, what time they have been opened, and also the location. So you can see YesWhere is accurately catching the information as location and when the time the email was opened. If you want to see which emails have not been opened at all, then you can click on not opened tab, and you see these emails have not yet been opened by the receiver. You can see emails which have been opened, but you haven't received any reply. Then if there is any link within email, if the link has been clicked, you can see it here. You can check for your scheduled emails here. You can also check for reminders. Right now I've got 2 reminders set uh, for 2 particular different emails. So I'll show you how there is a reminder. So this is a reminder. You get an email sent by YesWhere to you, and it says this is a reminder. So you can write in more comments if you want what you want to remind about. One another great feature with YesWhere is mail merge. So let's see how mail merge works. So you must guys be already using a mail merge feature on your Outlook. So this is for Gmail. So I've got one mail merge already scheduled here. But in order to just show you an example, we'll click on start new mail merge. A daily limit for Gmail sending emails on Gmail is 200. So through YesWhere also we can only send to 200 emails. Okay, so we'll have first mail merge set. We have to save some data in a CSV file. So I've already created a file which is in CSV format. I'll simply select that and we'll get that uploaded. Okay, so here it is. So you can see the file is being uploaded, and you can also, if you want to change something, you can directly do it here. And now you can type in the subject here. So you can also use your own templates. So let's use our own template. Okay, so here we have our email and first name. Okay, now here you have to use the options, the fields which you have used as headers on your Excel, I mean on your CSV file. So you can simply select hey or hi, and then the first name, it will be curly brackets. Before the name there should be an exclamation mark. So this suggests that there is some kind of field. I can, here you have to add field. So the first name is already being added. You can also add your company, various fields as you wish. Okay, now you can also add a stage to this. That means if you can select what options there are. If not, if there is no reply to this particular email, then you can add a stage 2 for this. So stage 2, you can send an email after 3 days, 2 days, 5 days. Okay, so for example, I'm sending out emails now and there has been no reply to this, then do the following after 3 days. Okay, so you can type in here, okay, if, so I tried to send you an email, I guess you have missed that one, so I'm just resending it to you. This will be your stage number 2. Okay, you can also send emails to the one who have uh, not opened an email, or just to everyone. Okay, so you can keep on adding stages, and then you can schedule your mail merge. You can set your time and then click on send. You have to select the option that you understand that there is a daily limit, and even if you are using a YesWhere application, you are exhausting that limit. Okay, so you can click and your mail merge will appear here. So you can see this particular mail merge was scheduled to be sent on at 2:15 p.m. today, and out of 8 recipients here, you can see that 12% have opened that email. So rest of them have not yet opened an email. Okay, so this is how you get your stats here. Okay, so this is again another great tool. The best thing about YesWhere is, don't need to go to another platform to keep a track of your emails. And of course, if you go for more premium versions, you'll have more features enabled to this. Okay. So the another tool is a buffer app. So this is somewhat you can relate to Hootsuite. Okay, so for those who don't know what Hootsuite is, Hootsuite or buffer apps is basically a platform or a web page or a tool or a software where you can handle all your social media networks through one interface. Okay, through buffer apps, what you can do is you can connect your Twitter account, you can connect your Facebook account, plus you can manage your Facebook page or a Facebook group. For LinkedIn, you can connect a profile, you can also connect a page. Then there is app.net, another network, and then Google Plus as well. So here you can connect a profile or connect a page as well. So all these things, so if there is a particular blog or some information you want to send to only a page and not to your profile, then you can select page or a particular group. Okay, so all these channels can be handled through buffer app. Main difference between buffer app and Hootsuite is buffer app is more simpler to understand. We'll see how. Okay, the usage is that you can do automated posting on social media with a single interface. You can share post, and you can handle responses and interactions through a single interface again. Okay, for that you don't need to install anything. Simply you have to visit a website, their website called buffer app, and you can log in through your Twitter or Facebook accounts. So at present you can see I have connected my 3 accounts. The first one is LinkedIn, second one is Twitter, and third one is Facebook. Okay, so once you come to the landing page, you can type in what you want to share. You have to select which social networks you want the post to be updated. Okay, and then you can start typing in, but keep in mind that if you are sharing this post also on Twitter, then you have restrictions of 140 characters. Okay, you can also add in queue that if you have something already running there, you can select share next. So the next item which is share will be this, And you can also schedule a particular post. So if you have something to say and if you want this update to be the status to be put on a particular time, you can also select the interval is you can select the time, minutes and PM, and you can click on schedule, and you'll have this particular update going on to this particular time. You can have analytics here, like what has been most popular. If somebody is commenting on a particular post, you can handle it from here. You can select from here, and you can also see what all schedules you are running through the schedule option. So basically, even if you're on offline, you can put up your tweets or status updates or some information, select the time, and schedule all the activity here. Okay, so this is what Buffer app will do for you in a very simpler interface. So a very good tool to manage your social media activity. The next tool is email extractor tool. The next two tools basically are Chrome applications, which will be useful for sourcing purpose, more of a sourcing purpose. Okay. So email extractor, what it does, it automatically picks up email addresses on a particular web page. What all you can use is any kind of web page, and you can also use text files like Word or Notepad. Uh, the working is only through Google, and what all you can do, you can extract emails. It also works in an offline mode, and you can extract the entire thing which has been sourced into a different notepad file, a txt file. Okay, let's see how. Okay, so for example, once you need to install this on Google Chrome applications. So we'll install it first. It is called email extractor from Mr. Alien. So you can simply Google the name. Okay, so right now you will see it is already added to Chrome, but here you simply click on to add on to Chrome, and it on the right hand side you see there is a icon for a chain, which shows that the application is being installed. So for example, now you visit for a page where you have got couple of emails already, and you don't want to waste time copying each of them separately into some kind of file. Okay, so let's see how it works. So I've saved some URLs which has got some kind of email address already. Okay, so on the right hand side you would see there is a small number which says 1. So on this particular web page there is one email address. Okay, so if you have to look clearly, you can see there is one email address here, and as soon as you visit this page, the email is already being scraped here. Okay, so if I click on this, you can see total email addresses found is 1. Okay, that's fine. Now we want to go to some another web page. Okay, now I visit another web page, and on the right hand side you see there are 13 email addresses. So this is particularly a blog, and there are people who are commenting and posting something on this blog, and the email addresses is being there, and this tool is scraping all the email addresses. So you can see there are 13 email addresses which this tool has found. Now we'll see how we can export this email address, all this list. So I simply click on export. Okay, so you click on either you, if you want to see all the email addresses, you can click on the small tiny icon which is says S, or if you simply want to export a particular if you want to export particular page's email address, then you can simply click on export, and it will directly export all the email addresses in a notepad file. But if you want to see which email addresses are being exported, you'll have to click on the S button there, and it will take you to another window, and you'll see there are these email addresses are being pulled up. These are the total email addresses basically which have been pulled up, and you can say okay, clear everything from storage and export all email addresses. So if I click to export, you will see all the email addresses are being exported into a notepad file, a txt file. So it saves your efforts to copy each and every email separately into a different file. Okay, so another great tool. And the great thing is that it also works in an offline mode, so even if you're disconnected to internet, it will still work. The last tool for today is OneTab. Okay, this is also a Chrome plugin, plus it is also a Mozilla plugin, Mozilla add-on basically. So what it does, it closes all your tabs and puts it under one tab, and you can arrange it. Okay, so what is the usage for it? You can convert all your tabs into a list. Okay, you can restore them individually or one by one, sorry, individually or all at once. Then why you need to use this tool is that it will help save your memory and won't let your computer slow down. Okay, you can also have a list created with all these URLs, and you can share that particular tab. Okay, let's do a live example. So normally what happens with sources and recruiters, that they are on a particular page and they have to go out for some kind of meeting and all. Okay, so for example, I have got these pages open on my computer, which is a Yahoo, a Gmail, Rediff, Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn, and I have to rush somewhere and I have to save all these things. What I can do is I can save all this in tabs, but to be more effective and have information at hand, I am using this tool, OneTab. So as soon, this is also a Chrome plugin, so as soon as you go to Chrome store and you install this, on the right hand side you will see a small icon, a funnel icon on the right hand side in blue. So if that is there, it means that the plugin is running on the background. So I'll simply click on this, and what OneTab is doing is it is closing all the tabs and putting it in one interface. So if I don't want a particular website, I can simply I can close a particular website, and I can also share this page. Okay, let's do some other example of what I've got here is a search page, and then I've got some profiles open. Okay, I've got very few. Normally we have got a lot of profiles open on our desktop, and I want to close everything, okay, and save it somewhere or share it with somewhere. Okay, so I've run a search and I want to pass it on to say a junior sourcer or someone. Okay, I'll click on the funnel icon, and you can see there are 10 tabs. Okay, I can also see the previous session I did. Okay, I will remove all this if I want, and I can see there are 10 there are 10 tabs which are saved, including the first search page. Okay, if I click on a particular link, it will take me to, it will open that particular profile and it will remove it from here. If I don't want it to remove it here and still open the profile, you have to hold on the control button and click on the profile, and it will open, and the profile other list stays here. Okay, How you can share is you can share as a web page. You can click on share as web page, and you can use the above URL and share it with your colleague. So for example, if we do it on Mozilla, okay, so for example, this is another PC, and I simply paste the URL here, and you can see all the profiles which have been saved by a particular user. Okay, so you can also share all this information. So a great tool to, if you are having too many tabs open for different candidates for LinkedIn or some other social network, you can club them together and put it under one tab. So again, another great tool. So this is all for this evening and for this webinar. If you have any questions, please use hashtag sourcing adda webinar and put up questions. There is a sourcing contest which is going on, and this time we have a Samsung Galaxy Tab 3 as the main prize, and then there are two gifts for Wildcraft Tech Pack, um, a backpack basically. So about the contest, for the people who don't know, it's a contest for sources and recruiters. There are 10 questions, and you need to find the answers for that and send it to us. You are allowed to send three. You are allowed to give 3 submissions. So once you send your submission, we will check your answers and give you appropriate feedback. And we'll be also giving out clues with the use of hashtag sourcing contest clue on Twitter. So you may want to follow these two hashtags for more information on the sourcing contest. Okay, this contest will be live for 10 days, 11 days, and we'll be declaring the winner immediately after the contest is over. Okay, so please go and check out the contest. There is a contest link which is put up at the bottom, and you need to be a member to, in order to see this contest page. You have to be a member of Sourcing Adda. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us for this webinar. Any questions, please put it up on Twitter using the hashtag. Thank you all, and have a good evening and a great weekend. Thanks for joining.